Welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie, and this is your Mother's Day reading for May 2019. I've been guided to do a Mother's Day weekend reading, and just to remind you, time spirals. So what does that mean for energy? You've been guided to this reading for a reason. You will intuitively know what resonates and what doesn't resonate for you in your life. So if it's not clicking, go ahead and exit the reading. Also remember that because time spirals, some of you are going to be living this energy in the moment when this reading is being published, and some people will be stumbling across this video 3 years from now and it'll still completely resonate, perfectly. So we have to title these videos something. So we do, dailies, monthlies, bi-weeklies, whatever, but it doesn't mean that it's just for this. It's just for those people who are watching these videos in real time that we're publishing them. So go ahead and look through the backlog of different videos. If some of those resonate, they do. And let me get started. Yeah, so for Mother's Day, I think I'm going to start doing some like dailies and weekend readings that are general. So this is a general reading, so will not resonate for everyone, but all signs are going to need to watch this because this is more situation specific. It is not sign specific. I'm not tuning into a specific sign's energy. This is just a predominant energy for this weekend for some of you out there. So yeah, I've been guided to do this. I've been thinking about Mother's Day and just kind of everything. So it feels something that's okay. So I've been guided to do this video because something feels different in the energy. Something just feels different, and it's probably, I really noticed it Tuesday morning is when I really just felt something really different. So let's pull some cards and see what's kind of different, or see what's going on, and just get some context for some of us or some of you out there with Mother's Day weekend, because it's probably going to be something. There we go. So the Empress energy is coming through so strong. Okay. Jeez. Oh my God. I'm going to love this right now. So weird that this card just like flew out of my hands, because one of my thoughts about Mother's Day, and I know that this Mother's Day feels different for me personally because I saw my children. I don't know how else to say it. I don't have any children, but I feel like I'm a mother without her children. So this Mother's Day, I feel, is mine. Is mine. I really, really feel that, because I mean, I already, not to negate my own mother, I got her gift already, that's all taken care of. She's going to be fine. But I feel this energy in me so clear and strong. And I think a lot of us, and I've seen some of the comments, that you are a feminine and you are in the same position where you are really ready to rule your world and rule your own little tribe. And it's a really long road to Empress. Here we go. It's a really long, difficult path to get to here. You have to conquer all of the best and worst traits of all of the queens. So the Queen of Swords, she's logical, she's decisive, she's cold, she's aloof, she's just very, very, the sword of justice comes down on one way or the other. It's right or wrong, it's fair or unfair. It's very, and she comes across very cold, very, very cold. And the past year, people have been like, damn, Natalie will cut your fucking head off. That's this Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Wands is the hardworking queen. She's charismatic. She's a go-getter. She's really, really, really high energy. She's the fire sign. She's everything. She's the greatest, most liveliest host at a dinner party. She's a mover and a shaker, and she's an impresario, and she does this and that. That's that Queen of Wands energy. She's good at the planting of the seeds, the cultivating, running all of those crops at one time. reaping in that harvest. She's really, really, really on top of all of that, like on the day-to-day. Okay, for me, the Queen of Wands conquers like the day-to-day, like a boss. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is very Capricornian. She is the ambitious one. She is the one that is in tune with her own divine timing, the seasons of her life. She knows how to multiply wealth. She is abundance. She does not need to go and find it. She is it, and it all kind of multiplies within her. Whatever she touches, whatever she gets herself involved with, she makes it grow. She makes it prosper. And she does that with her children as well. You know, she nurtures them. Brings me to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups nurtures responsibly. All these queens, the highest vibration of them is very, very responsible with other people's well-being as well as their own. The queen's own well-being has to come first. Otherwise, she can't take care of anybody else. Then she's going to be projecting onto other people. She's going to be, you know, I'm the victim, and she's going to regress into a lower evolved personality, and that's not queenly at all. So weird. I was thinking of Queen Gorgo today. I was thinking that she is a queen who was very special because she was the daughter of a king. She was the wife of a king, and she was the mother of a king. And she kind of embodies some of this Empress energy. So like I said, the Empress is the absolute alpha and omega. I'm an alpha, obviously. So the Empress is the alpha female to its fullest. Okay, she's the beginning and the end. She's the Holy Grail. She's Excalibur. She is it completely. She's all these queens forged into one super ruler. Okay, and as for Mother's Day, what other cards should have flown out of here except for the Empress? I mean, that's really amazing. So, I mean, it's really bizarre because for Mother's Day, not everyone has a mom like this. Okay. That's just the truth. A lot of people have mothers that are bitter, that are negative, that are sabotaging, that act against their own best interests and try to act against the best interests of the members in their family. They are manipulative. They are guilting, very guilt trippy, very, very, okay, and I'm talking about these lower energies to give you some red flags, to give you some perspective, because one of the things I was thinking about is my dating history and how I'm like, God, you know, Mother's Day is coming up. I always choose the guys, right? It's not that I attract these guys. I attract a lot of different types of guys, and I'm choosing a very specific kind. So I'm not negating my own responsibility for that. I hope you take a note from my book. You know, I'm owning it, but I was always choosing the guys with the mom issues. I mean, serious, deep-rooted, I mean, really, really serious mom issues. I mean, irreconcilable, unhealable, I mean, broken-ass people stemming from relationship issues with their mothers. I mean, people that have severe personality disorders where when it was so horrible for them growing up that they couldn't cope, they didn't have coping mechanisms, so their personality split and they just grew that way, and they're like very deformed people now, all stemming from their really freaky mother issues. Let's talk about mom issues. So I went through one of the worst years of my life last year. Was it the worst? I don't know. It's hard to choose just one, but no, I'm just kidding. Last year was definitely maybe the worst. Might have been the worst. And I had to go through it because now I know that I have the clarity. I have the absolute clarity of mind, of vision, of soul, that I will never, ever choose someone ever again with severe, deep, unresolved mom issues. And it's kind of a thing because I had a psychic intuitive feeling that I was going to attract someone who had a lot to overcome spiritually, just like myself. And this could be very true for you. And I need to talk about this for Mother's Day. It's a Mother's Day reading. We pulled the Empress as the first card, so I have to give it its due time. So if you're the mother, if you are an unmarried female, if you are a woman without children, if you are engaged, you know, whatever your position is in this entire family diagram and in whatever stage that is, adapt this information for your situation, for your life, this context, because it's mom issues on the table for sure. So, you know, these people that had these incredible mom issues, I was not able to see it clearly. And I tried to heal it. I tried to fix it. I tried to save them. I tried to be a knight in shining armor. I tried to be a queen, a supreme queen to help and rescue and heal. And boys and girls, I done learned, do not waste your fucking time trying to help other people heal their issues with their parents. Just like flat out. Just get the fuck out, okay? No way. I'm in a position now where I can see, I can tell, I can feel it, I can know it if someone has unresolved issues with their mothers. And I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not ever going to be in the position. I was in some horrible positions before, absolutely torturously awful, horrible positions where I was suffering at the expense of these other two in a karmic relationship, because other people's karmic relationships are others people's karmic relationships. And this is how I know to tell you that if you take responsibility for someone else's problem, that you own it, and what you own you pay on. And you're taking a karmic lesson away from them, and that's how they have to learn it themselves. That's how I know that. Okay? So I had to learn how to look at the situation and say, okay, this person is not for me, obviously, because he can't do it. They just won't be able to do it. They will never be able to move forward, and they just can't move forward without doing that first. And I'm completely prepared. I have a feeling that my soul mate has something to do with this Mother's Day mom issue, mommy dearest karmic lesson. And we are probably rewards to each other for hard work done. That's the intuitive sense that I got, you know, a long time ago. And if you look at the Empress, she has this shield, and it has a symbol of Venus on her shield. Oh, what's going on? Okay. The symbol of Venus right here. So she has this crown of little stars. Can you kind of see it? There we go. She has these little crown of stars. Her robes are like wealthy robes. They're not like plain robes. You know, she's very like luxurious and wealthy and fertile. Look at all of this down here. She's surrounded by fertility, vegetation, and it's symbolic as well as literal. You know, she's literally fertile, ripe for the picking, but she's also fertile in her imagination and her psychic awareness and her nurturing and her abundance and her charisma. All of the queens, all of the fertility and the gifts of all four queens are wrapped up into the Empress. And that's why she's like the Holy Grail, the mother of all mothers. She's it, okay? Like I said, she's the Alpha and the Omega. So the moms in your life, and if you have mom issues and you have not resolved them, it's on the agenda on your soul, like your soul's incarnation here, okay? I resolved my issues with both of my parents, and those lessons I paid so dearly for. Like I said before, I don't pay on anything twice. No, that's not me. I don't need to regress and like just lose all the groundwork that I've done. So you are either the Empress, you are looking for your Empress, or you are trying to be your Empress. You are trying to be the Empress of your own life. It's one of these things. Or your mother is the Empress, and you had a wonderful mother growing up, and she did nurture you, and she did put everything into you and give you everything that you needed to be an independent, strong, self-secure human being to go forth and do great things. Okay, it's one of all these things, but I couldn't, I'm sorry, 14 minutes on the Empress, but I just had to for Mother's Day. It's like it's just crazy. And I've been thinking about it too. Like I said, I've been thinking about Queen Gorgo. I've been thinking about my past relationships with guys with mother issues. So I'm like, what their Mother's Day is gonna be like. So let's see what other messages we have regarding the Empress, Mother's Day, the feminine, the divine feminine. So it's crazy. It's just crazy. The clarity. Ooh. the Seven of Cups. Some of you are dreaming about your Empress. Some of you are subconsciously dreaming at night about your ideal woman, about the woman who's going to be your mother who's going to be the mother of your children someday. Some of you are dreaming at night of this person and I don't know yet if it's someone, I don't think it's someone from the past. I haven't gotten any indication that it's someone from the past. It could be someone that you haven't met yet. Or you are, okay, let's do this. This could be illusion, delusion, dreams, wishes, and with the Empress, it could be, like I said, that you're dreaming of in your daydreams and in your sleeping dreams, that you cannot get this woman out of your mind. There's something about this woman. You know that she's the Holy Grail. You know that she's Excalibur. You know that she's the Alpha and Omega. You know that she is it. There's something about her. You know that you see her as all the women wrapped in one, all the best in every woman wrapped in one. She's like the one for you, and you're like daydreaming about it. Okay? For some of you that are maybe still in a toxic relationship with your mother or a mother figure in your life, you could be idealizing her and you could be self-deluding yourself that you think that she's really this Empress when actually she's really not. And actually it's part of her manipulation and her guilt tripping and all of her crazy tactics and all of her control mechanisms and all of her, everything all of her powers that she's using on you. And it's really sad when I see that. And that was part of why I really tried in my past to just like rescue these guys, is I could see that. I could see what she was doing. He was not in a position to like even deal with it. But women can see, some of these things, and it's really sad to see. Because, everyone wants to love their mother. No one wants to hurt their mother. So all a mom has to do is just pretend to be hurt. And then the kid wants to eat. And it's sad because no matter how horrible she was to the kid growing up. And this is what I saw. I saw horrible, horrible, horrible abuse. I mean, like horrific. And I'm psychic, remember. So I just got even more information than what people can see with the naked eye. And they will still defend her. They will still defend their abuser. And it's a cycle, that's a karmic cycle going on whether you as the female are in their life or not. It didn't matter that I was there or not there. It did not matter. That was still going to go on in their two relationships with me or with. So for ladies out there that have like issues with guys, that have issues with their moms, has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with you. It's between him and his mom, and they have to work that out alone, separately. And girl, you go out, be the fucking Empress, and find you a man that has already dealt with all of that and who is in a position to really love you and really open up to you and really be the best person that he can for you. And if you're a guy watching this, this Mom's Day, maybe have a heartfelt conversation with her and like tell her everything that's been stewing beneath the surface. I don't know, but you'll figure it out. So I kind of think that this is more of what I said in my first impression, though. I feel like this is someone, on Watch Natalie, we're on a certain vibration, okay? We are on a certain level. So chances are, the ladies that are watching this, we are all already the alpha female empresses, right? Okay, right. That's what I thought. So I'm kind of thinking that this is someone thinking about us and like daydreaming about us. And, so you're on someone's mind. And the males, I feel like you are just like thinking about someone. You're thinking about someone that you see this way. So, oh my God, I'm already at 20 minutes. I'm so chatty right now. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love my mom. God bless her. God bless her soul. Having me as a crazy kid. Jeez. Oh my God. Hold on. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Wow. Jeez. I don't even know where to begin. Okay. I got a bunch of cards and I'm going to take them all. And you'll see a couple of fucking things right now. This is so crazy. So first off, we got the counterpart. Look at look at him. Is there any way to make this cooler? Oh my God, the Emperor. We pulled the Emperor, the third card out of the deck. Someone's meeting their soulmate. Someone's ready to get together with someone. Someone is ready to step up to the plate. I was just talking about mom issues with guys, and then I pull the Emperor. That is telling me that this is not the case anymore. And see, I felt an energy shift, and I think it has to do with the divine masculine. I really do. I really think that the divine feminine is going to raise their energy and kind of wake up a little bit more first, and then the divine masculine will follow. I feel like the divine feminine has been, developmentally, females just kind of mature and move forward a lot quicker than the male counterparts anyway. And spiritually, that could even still be the case but it doesn't matter because either way, the Emperor is catching up. Okay, the Emperor it's like when the masculine, the divine masculine realizes that he does deserve more, that he wants real love, that he wants something tangible and real, and he wants something better than his mom, and he wants something better than, but it's a really hard realization, boys and girls, because you have to accept that your mom wasn't that great. You have to really face that, and you have to accept that, and you have to find your own way to understand that information, because they're going to take it as, well, why not? What was wrong with me that my mom was so horrible to me? What was wrong with me? It's like this whole, okay, so that's not our issue. It's a whole other thing. It's a whole other karmic lesson for the divine masculine. But for Mother's Day, I feel like he is ready to sit on the throne, to be on the throne in a real way, in his life, in a real tangible. This is the alpha male. I don't know how else to say it. Alpha female, alpha male. The Emperor is kind of like a leader in the industry. Whatever he's involved in, he is a trailblazer. That's the word I was looking for. He's a trailblazer. He's a leader. He's very well established. Both of these icons are well manifested. They're well manifested people. She is, whatever she has to do with, it will nurture, it will grow, it will prosper. She multiplies, but he's the one who, really, they're both creative, but he's the one in the industry who is at the absolute top. And he is the one who has conquered. This is a man that is used to conquering. This is a man that is used to success, used to winning, used to victory. And I feel like in the past, I got 5 cards, and the way they came out right here, so I know that they're for us. If they flew out in all kinds of different, places, I would feel like, maybe, I would interpret it differently. However, I feel like in the past, this Emperor was less evolved, and he got away with a lot. Okay, this is the 7 of Swords, and this is the guy that gets away with a bunch of stuff, and he's sneaky, and he's underhanded, and I feel like he got away with treating people a certain way, like treating women a certain way. Yes. In the past, the Emperor was not ready for the Empress. He was not ready. He was not mature enough. He was not spiritually evolved enough, and he got away with things that mistreating women, but maybe not hitting them and stuff, but just not getting emotionally involved. This is a man that is not going to let emotions compromise him. Okay, it's just him. But in this context, he is someone who has conquered. It's like he's conquered the world, like his outer environment, and he's used to people treating him a certain way. But now that he has his sights on the Empress, and he's daydreaming about her, and he knows who he wants to sit with him on the throne, he's been able to come out of this type of getting away with not doing the soul work, because you know what? He knows that she's a motherfucking Empress, and that she is not going to accept crummy relationships and a crummy lifestyle. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter the money, the this, the that. Okay, I've been courted by rich, by famous, whatever, and they try to show me something, and they look at me like for a reaction. And, you know, I'll stand there. I stood there in the mansion just, what is, you know, like, what are you looking, but it's, and they think that that's like, I don't know, I guess I think that counts for something. But he knows that it doesn't with her. He knows that he has to level up for her to make the match, to make the vibration. It's like he met his match. There, I said it. I just couldn't get it out. Thanks for your patience, guys. So, yeah, he knows that the date, he knows that this is in the past, that this is gone, this is done with. And now on to the next 3 cards. Okay. So, this is about laying the burdens down. Laying the burdens down. He's been taking on so much. He's been taking to upkeep a lifestyle that is not spiritually aligned. Takes a lot of hard work. Takes a lot of energy to go against what the soul wants. And that's what he's been doing, and he's been getting away with it. And it's because he's been in an ignorance. The divine masculine, this masculine that I'm channeling, has been in a self-sabotaging ignorance, and he's been able to not deal with it, to not let himself, you know, really move forward. And it's because he had the mom issues, or because he had the issues, whatever it has to do with, that prevented him from moving forward in the relationship with the divine feminine. Well, you know what? They're burdens. Happy Mother's Day. You know, but this card, this 10 of Wands energy, if you look at how he's holding these cards, he could hold them a different way. Doesn't have to be all like that. So this is about laying the burdens down. And I think this divine masculine that I'm channeling is starting to realize that, and starting to really, I think it's because he's been daydreaming about this woman. I think watching her live her life and how she operates, I think that has kind of inspired him. Because he's able to, he's got all these cups that he's daydreaming about. Oh my God, I want to do this with her. I want to do that with her. I want this, I want that. And it's like, I can't even choose, because we're going to have so much fun together. We're going to do so many great things together. We're going to change the world together. We're going to, whatever it is, if it's humanitarian work, if it's art, if you're going to create art together, if you're going to have a family, if you're going to, you know, I mean, every single cup has something different inside, and every single thing looks juicy and wonderful. And it's that thinking that is causing him to level up and step into the role of the Emperor. Because he knows that she's not going to accept anyone that's less than an Emperor, because she's the Empress. The window, it's the light changing, it's not me. Okay, so the last 2 cards that kind of came out together in this wonderful little, you know, glob. 2 fucking aces at once. Out of 78 cards in the deck, we got 2 at once. We have the Ace of Swords, which is a decision. This is like a definite decision being made or made about something. It's a sword of justice coming down on the right side. It's also words. The swords are words. Oh my God, I just realized something. So yeah, the past, the Emperor has gotten away with speaking words that were not kind. I think this is more to do with how he's treating women, speaking to them. I bet he was someone who didn't respect the woman with his words. I bet he was just like short with her, or sarcastic, or undermining, and he got away with it, and he knows that shit don't fucking fly with a motherfucking Empress. He knows that's not good enough for her. Wow. So yeah, these are the words. This could be a really big conversation, this Ace of Swords. It could be an approach. It could be like the conversation that he needs to have with mom. It could even be mom that he has to have this conversation with. Because remember, he's daydreaming about the Empress. He's not with her yet. You guys are not together yet. I think this is for singles. Even though the Emperor and the Empress have shown up really right off the bat, one shuffle apart, that's kind of a big deal. I still think the aces are kind of like the seed. Everything has a season to it. I mean, not even just talking about timing for us and for, you know, months, days, years. I'm talking about seasons of energy. And like I'm saying, I felt the shift. I felt a shift, a very noticeable shift happen Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But really Tuesday morning is when I when something like really settled in with me. Tuesday morning was like very bizarre, I felt a very definite shift in the overall energy, my energy, your energy. It's something's different now. And even though I felt it, it'll take some time before before I visually see it manifested, because remember, we're psychics, so it's the seed, but you don't eat the fruit the same day you plant the seed. Okay, so there's something that's coming in the future, a relationship, but also the conversation, like the actual words. And I feel like he could be correcting that he could be correcting his communication style. This is a relationship. The Ace of Pentacles, yes, but this relationship is also really wealthy. I mean, this is like a really, everything about this says like wealth, big money, like Jupiterian wealth, like not $500, okay, like $500 million, like really big wealth. These people are not. Take it as it resonates, but I'm talking like big money here. When these two people, okay, oh wow, when these two people get together, see, they both have their own abundance in different forms and different values. I feel like the Emperor has more tangible abundance. I feel like the female is kind of like the multiplier of wealth. She's kind of like whatever she applies, whatever she goes to, it just, but he's the one who begins. I mean, he's the Aries energy. He's got the Rams all on his throne. So if he's able to start something, she's able to make it, just blow it the fuck up, because that's what she does. And so this relationship will be something that is tangibly, physically wealthy. Okay, this is not just wealth of spirit and of love, and there's so much love, there's so much kindness. It's that, but it's very clear that this is also a very, I wonder if they do business together. I really don't. I would probably pull another couple cards just to see, but this Ace of Pentacles is definitely an offer. It's an offer of relationship, and it's a coin on a hand, and it's kind of coming out of nowhere. If you see the cloud in the hand, it's like, so it could be like, it could be an offer coming out of nowhere for some of you. And like I said, some people in the month of May, there's that, see, that's another thing. There was that Taurus new moon on Saturday, just a couple of days ago. So let's pull a couple of more cards, and then I'll pull from another deck. That was not for us. Freaked me out though. That was way too many cards. I wasn't going to go and get them. But for the Mother's Day weekend, I feel I'm speechless. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. The third ace, there's 78 cards. 4 of them are aces. We already pulled 2. I just went through the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. This is soulmates. Some of you are hitting the fucking jackpot. This is the jackpot of all jackpots. Some of you are about to meet not only a soulmate, but the holy motherfucking grail of soulmates. Look at the Ace of fucking Cups. This is the holy grail of relationships. This is the person of your dreams. If you're the Empress, it's the Emperor you've always deserved. If you're an Emperor, it is the Empress that you fantasize about, that you can't get out of your mind and out of your soul. You are already together in energy and spirit. I bet you any money. I would bet on it. I would absolutely bet on it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I can't even. when one ace shows up in a reading, it is they take it separately and they put it up here. It's a floating ace. It's like a multiplier of everything being said and channeled in the reading. That's one ace. With 3 fucking aces, you have everything. You have victory. This is victory coming out of nowhere. This is a clear victory. Everyone's doing their karmic work. Everyone's going to win. You know, that makes me feel a lot better, because I was thinking, I said, my Queen of Swords energy coming out. I said, I know that I am a reward for my soulmate for the hard soul work done, and vice versa. And I thought, I've done my work. I know I'm doing my work. And what if he doesn't do it? What if he can't do it? I always knew that my soulmate was not going to be someone who is like inherited wealth. He's not royalty. He's not anyone whose wealth just came to him. I always knew that he was going to be like me, where he was a self-determined, self-manifested person. And it has to do with trust. It has to do with, I don't trust someone that hasn't been through fucking hell and made it out. I don't. They will never, someone who's had an easy life will never understand me. Never in a million years. And not that I make a judgment on them. I don't look up or down or any which way about those people. I mean, some of them are very good friends, It's not, you cannot hold that against someone. And it's not that I do. It's just that for my personal mating, I always knew that that wasn't going to be him, that he was not going to be someone that came from all that. He was going to need to be someone that started from the bottom. Fucking clawed their way to the fucking top. I always knew that. And I always knew that I couldn't trust someone who didn't go through immense pain like I had gone through. I just won't. I just won't. And it's... there's too much that I need someone to understand about me and what it means to overcome and to win and to succeed in the soul work that it takes to overcome serious transgressions against the soul. Someone has to understand that for me to even, and so I was thinking about it, with Mother's Day coming up and me getting involved with guys that always have mom issues. I thought, maybe he can't do it. Maybe he just can't do it. And maybe it's just too hard for him. Maybe it's just too hard. It's always going to be something. It's always going to be her birthday or Mother's Day or Father's Day, and she was so hurt by Dad that I have to take her side, and she's always the victim. It's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving. It will always be something. It could always be something. And if this guy does not manifest, if he abandons the soul work that he's here to do, and I know that I'm supposed to have children. I mean, was it the Scorpio or the Capricorn? I think it was the Capricorn video, where I actually saw the top of the head of someone's child. I think it was mine. I'm just saying. And I had a whole thing. You can watch it. Look back into it. It's the all signs, the love. That's that one. And I've also dreamt about my children last month that I'd forgotten about, but I had been meditating on what I saw in the fucking reading, the recorded reading. And I remembered that dream that I had. So if I know that's my destiny, is that I'm supposed to, I'm a creative genius. And I know that my children will be fucking... So if that's true for me and my soulmate abandons the mission, if he's not able to do it, if he's not strong enough, what's my plan B? There's actually a sperm bank in California that has there's pictures, and you have all the German sperm. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I gotta have a plan B. And that's what I recommend for all of you ladies that are wishing and hoping for a guy to just get over his issues and to get over his parental issues and just be this great guy for you. I hope that he finds healing. I hope he's able to do the work. He has to do it himself. You cannot help this motherfucker. You have to let him do it. You have to. It's his lesson to learn. Do not take that from him. You will pay on that karma. You do not want to pay on any additional karma, ladies. Let him do it. Take a step back. Give him space. Give him the space, because you know what? It's the holy fucking grail of relationships. And the only way to get that is if they both do the work. That's the only way. That's the only way. It's the only way that it will be this. This is the okay, that's what I was getting at. First, full circle. I think they do it. This is a victory coming out of nowhere. I think they're able to do it. No one wants to hurt their moms. No one wants to just, hurt them, but you have to sometimes in order to stand up for your own soul and your own soul's worth and your own soul growth. And part of you, that's the lesson, is to say something to your mothers. For some of these men, the divine masculine, it's part of the work to have this conversation with mom. Holy shit. I just saw it. I just saw it in my head right now. That's why he's coming from a place where he's not able to talk to women, trust women, respect women, is because the mom probably was really shitty to him with her words. I bet she was really unkind with her words to other people and to dad and to the son. And I bet there's something with words, these two sword cards. This could also be her. This could also be her getting away with something this entire fucking time. That's it. She's been getting, I usually don't channel that energy, but two things can be true at once. That's what I always say. Two things can be true at once. So, he's been getting away with shouldering all these burdens that didn't have to be burdens, and talking to people a certain way, treating women a certain way. She's been getting away with putting burdens on him and getting him to carry her burdens and to talk to people in a way that's not really respectful, in a way that, she did not show him how to be. She did not nurture this poor man, this emperor. Look at the background. The background of this card is just a quarry. It's like a stone quarry. It's just barren. And look at the background of the Empress. It's fertile. It's green. It's lush. She brings real comfort to this man. She brings everything that he needs, that he wants, that he will not let himself understand about himself this whole time. He would tell himself, I don't want that. I can get away with like people and things that really don't mean anything to me because it's safer. But then why is he daydreaming about an empress? Okay. Why? Can't get us out of his head. Why is that? Because he knows that we are the abundance. Empresses, I am telling you, you are the abundance. You are Excalibur. You don't have to hold the power in your hands. You don't have to go get it or physically hold it. You are it. So that when he holds you, you are the fucking power. I got the words. I do have the words. I really do. I got the words. You guys don't know what I mean by that fully, but it's the truth. I got the words. I got the right take. Let's just put it that way. So, victory coming out of nowhere. I think he's able to do it. I think he's able to have the conversation, and it's part of his soul's work to speak it out into existence. Because when you speak, it's a spell. It's spelling, okay? Victory out of nowhere. Important conversations. And like I said, this could be with mom. This could be with you. This is your offer. This could even be a contract. This could be marriage. This could be real estate. It could be, but it's something physical. The Ace of Pentacles is like a physical offer. You know? And then you have, this is confirmation that this is a soulmate. Holy fucking grail of relationships. Okay. I'm pushing it at 45 minutes, but let's just round it out to an hour, maybe less. Let's just pull one card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And then we'll wrap it up. I know it's Mother's Day. I thought I was going to talk about, I guess I did talk about Mother's Day stuff, right? But honestly, mothers have a lot to do with personal relationships and how successful that they are. And I learned that the hard way. Spending so much time, wasting so much time trying to help other people. It really was a waste of time. I'm not even guilty about saying that. I mean, I just let them make my life a living hell. It was horrible. And they didn't even appreciate it. I'm never going to try to save someone from their mothers ever again. I am someone's mom. This Mother's Day is for fucking me because I'm someone's mom already. And they're just like waiting for me to like create their bodies. It sounds so weird to say it. That was another big issue with me, is that it was hard to date because I'm psychic. Anyway. Oh. Yeah. This person has a lot to deal with in the past. The Nine of Wands, if you can see, oh my gosh, why is the lighting like this? Give me a second here. So if you can see, this guy is like very gray. This is a very defensive position. So he was someone who was very defensive in the past, would never let anybody in. Emotions, love, this is a man, the masculine side, who would not get into relationships for emotional fulfillment. He could be like in a long-term relationship, but it was not emotionally fulfilling, and it was not, wasn't full of life. If you can see, he's super gray and she's sitting on his lap, very much in full color, very much trying to get him to open up, and he's not having it. He's not into it. See? This was a very defensive person. And it's because his mom fucked him up. That's so rude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Moms fuck us all up, right? Okay. And then we have, of course, the Three of Swords. Which in the traditional deck is like the very, very painful. It's the heart with the three swords stuck in it. But I'm looking for... You must call attention to disagreements here. You must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end a relationship that is now empty. Oh my God. Come on. Oh, there we go. There's the nips. Okay, if you can see, there's a guy playing a harp and there's the woman like on the bed like that, you know, just like super with her boobs out and everything. There's a scary fucking witch woman in the background in front of a cauldron staring at them. Is that mom? Whoa. Hold on. Let me just try to... Do you see that? See that woman over here? Staring very creepily at this couple trying to have like a moment together? You must call attention to disagreements and incompatibilities before finding the courage to end a relationship that is now empty. He doesn't even get along with his mom, not really. If he's vibrating at a higher vibration and he's trying to level up and trying to have a family and trying to really have a great life, I think she's just going to be stuck in her lower vibration, and maybe he was just feigning a sort of compatible. You know, kids just want to be liked by their parents. Kids just, their very survival depends on their parents liking them. That's why kids are cute. you know, because they need to be cute to survive, to make the parents want to feed them and take care of them and shelter them. So kids learn to be as likable as possible. They either try to get positive attention by doing good things, or they try to get negative attention by doing bad things. And kids go either way. Attention is attention, and they need it to survive. That's just like the primal truth. So I feel like this person has tried to be as pleasant as possible. They tried to be like the best kid, this masculine, and they tried to just, you know, be great and be mom's favorite and just really try. And it's like this emperor is a survivor, okay? He is a survivor. He is not someone who's going to let anything fuck him up. And this is his next big challenge, is because how do you face mom, who's like the life giver? Right? She created him. He came from her. To stand up to something like that is, like I said, that's why I had real backup plans. Like, okay, now that I'm going to get a sperm bank, I got to do this, got to do that, got to organize that, got to organize this. Because I'm like, you know what? This is really hard. And it almost killed me last year. I mean, I was fucking psycho. I mean, I was like tottering between, you know, ending it all type stuff. Not really. I would never really be close to suicide because it goes against my core spiritual beliefs, but it doesn't mean I didn't think about it. Doesn't mean I didn't think about it. Doesn't mean I didn't fantasize about ending my life. Okay? It was never like a big thing. So, you know, you don't have to get any weird about that. But this is someone who self-preservation is very, very, he knows how to preserve himself and survive to the next thing in life. So I feel like part of that was to get along with mom, even when he wouldn't, if she were just like a random person, you know, like a stranger, he would be like, but because it's mom, he just kind of maybe he sublimated his personality. And so then that's why he's just defensive with other women, and he just wouldn't share, because if he shared, people wouldn't like him. I don't know. I can't really tell that, but yeah, he needs to, it's like he needs to come out and stand up for himself now, of what he really believes and who he really is now, the evolved emperor, because he knows that to get the empress, he's got to fucking level the fuck up. Or the season will end and the time will end, and, you know, life will go on. She will go on. He will, you know, and he'll be left with like fucking nothing. He'll be left with his bitter mom. That's what he'll be left with in that karmic relationship. And he'll forever be like this. If he doesn't overcome this, he will always be this guy, this gray, washed out, empty shell of a person who no woman can get to. Who no woman can, you know, not even the empress, but even some regular queen or even some knave, page type girl. No one will get there, honey. So I think he can do it, though. This Three of Swords, she got away with it, he got away with it, you know, they all got away with it. But now, like I said, the energy shift, Mother's Day weekend, it's like time. It's time. And it's like he never wanted to put her in a position to prove her love to him by accepting him. He always just let things like, okay, mom, okay. It's easier to just give her what she wants. It's just easier. It's just easier for everybody. I just want peace. I just want everyone to get along. So let me just sublimate my own everything and just whatever, mom, okay, fine, whatever, you know. And now, because when you do that, when you say, hey, mom, I want this boundary. I need this boundary for my own health. I need to have this, or whatever you're asking for. I need you to not say this. I need you to do, you know, you're putting them you're testing them. You're putting them the relationship is tested. You're putting them in the position to honor your request, to honor your boundary, to honor this promise, this unspoken promise between you of what a good relationship is, or they're not going to honor it. And you know that if they don't honor it, that, you know, and you don't want to think about that. No one wants to think about that. No one wants to think that I realized last year, October, horrible. That last fall was just fucked up for me. I went through everything I went through, and I realized and I decided that I don't need my father to love me for me to love myself. If someone else wants to have mom issues, that's your issues. It has nothing to fucking do with me. Not at all. Mom loves me. don't need her to love me for me to love myself. I don't need anyone to love me for me to love myself. How's about that? It starts with mom and dad. So, like I said, this person's either able to do the work or they're not. And I think they can, and I think they do, because I don't think they want this. I really don't think they want to keep living life like it's an empty shell. But if you're an Empress watching this, either way, you have to accept that not everyone can do this. This work is like, it'll break your mind. It will break someone down to realize the truth about their own mom, about their own dad. It could break everything, okay? It could just kaboom. And you have to let that be okay, and you have to not judge them. That's the most important thing. I don't judge either of my parents. I don't. It would be really, I wouldn't feel good about that if I judged anyone else. I don't judge anyone else. We're all learning different lessons on different timelines. I learned something maybe in a heartbeat that other people take 45 years to learn. And on the flip side, there's things that I won't figure out for another 30 years that other people get like that. So why should I judge someone else for taking really long to learn a lesson? I'm not judging my soulmate if he's not able to do something like this. No, I want him to learn and grow eventually, but I'm going to take care of myself no matter what. And I'm going to do my soul work no matter what. And I'm going to love myself no matter what. And that's the mindset that you have to be in. And that's why, ladies, you have to detach from whatever it is that your spouse is going through. You have to detach. It's not your burden to take on, and you have to let it go. You have to just let them deal with it and just be there when they're ready to like talk to you about it or whatever, but you're not there to do the work for them. That will just blow up in your face. And if you're tired of waiting for someone to do their soul work, take a step back, be single, and find someone else who's already done the hard work. And you will be amazed at how great they treat you. And you'll be sitting there wishing it was the other guy or the other girl, and it's okay. It really is okay, because it starts with self-love. You have to love yourself first. You have to value yourself first. This Empress, no one loves the Empress more than she loves herself. And she knows her worth. She knows her value. She knows that she's the holy grail of abundance, both in spirit and materially. I create wealth out of thin air. I'm a fucking screenwriter. I thought I was trying to be an actress, trying to like get cast in roles that other people wrote, other shitty scripts that I just looked at, and I just thought, ew. But I realized what's cooler than like being a big star. I also realized that I didn't care about being famous. Being famous was cool when I was 16 years old. But like by my early to mid 20s, I realized that I just wanted to be respected. Didn't care about being famous. You know, and I convoluted the two when I was like a young kid, you know, an adolescent. Your brain's not even done growing until you're 25. And I realized what's cooler to me is not being a big star. It's creating a big star. That's part of why I know I'm meant to have children, because I can, the things that I got the words, okay? I got the motherfucking words. I know that my script, I create wealth out of thin fucking air. Okay, who else can do that? Now that's me. You apply it to whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a lady and you are like a landscape artist, you draw your landscape, you do your Frank Olmsted shit, and you draw the most beautiful fucking landscape garden ever on a Friday night, even though no one's commissioned you yet, and you just happen to be somewhere and show it to someone, and they happen to be a fucking billionaire, and they commission you to go do their fifth house. You know, XYZ, you know, it's all connected, but we're not attached to anything. That's what I'm saying. Don't be attached to a certain person. Don't be attached to a certain situation, because it's holding you back from you just blossoming, and you're meant to blossom. If you're a man, if you're the masculine looking for your fucking bloom, do the work and you'll get it. And then you can approach her. If you're the feminine, and you are blossoming, I hope you are not waiting around for no goddamn crumbs, Empresses. I am telling you, Natalie's telling you right now, put that shit down. Put it down. You don't need it. Okay? You don't need the crumbs. You're the fucking Empress. You don't settle. We don't settle. We don't settle. We have the clarity now. We're doing our soul's work, everybody. We're going for what we deserve and what we earned. That's all I care about, is people getting what they earned. Get what you deserve. And the Empress knows exactly what she deserves. And it's the best. Because she's the best. That's your Mother's Day reading for 2019. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, time spirals. What does that mean for energy? I hope you guys found something useful out of this. Let me know how it goes below, and have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.